Okay, so we have two new items from FLISSA. I have tried FLISSA in the past. Now we have an EDC pocket knife and a multi-tool, and I'm actually impressed with this multi-tool. Check this out here in 1 second. First, let's check out their pocket knife. My goodness, does this thing have insane action for such an affordable knife. I mean, the flipper is big, so obviously it's going to have a lot of leverage, but they tuned the detent strong and added a big flipper tab so that the kicks out there. It has somewhat of like a clip point blade with an upswept edge. Woo! They did a good job with that factory edge. My goodness, that's actually very, very nippy. Good access to the lock bar, super smooth, hasn't even broken in yet, so it's only gonna get smoother. Titanium mill pocket clip. I do have one issue with this pocket clip that we'll talk about in 1 second, but I wanna show you guys this pivot. Look at that pivot, doesn't that look cool? So D2 steel, very ergonomic. Like I do like the way this kind of rests in your hand. It kind of sits forward. So utility cuts are going to be good. You're going to be able to slice with it just fine. You can lock in behind that flipper tab for poking purposes. Geometry is really good. But yeah, all in all, man, cool little EDC knife. Man, that action. If you're looking for a budget EDC knife, like a super budget, you know, just somewhat of like a throwaway knife that's really, really good, this is not a bad one to check out. Nice satin finish too. G10's done very well. T6 hardware, I don't like that. I don't like the plunge grind and sharpening tool, but on something like this, I'm not worried about that. But the clip, it works well going into the pocket, but pulling out, you see how it's kind of like it's kind of hooks on this way, like when your pants are going this way, not this way. So it's a little tight coming out of the pocket. Now, yeah, that's gonna help you not lose your knife, so it's not gonna fall out of your pocket, that's for damn sure. But I prefer my clips to be nice and smooth, both in and out. There's plenty of room underneath, plenty of spring. So, you know, all in all, it would have been a really good pocket clip, but that, you know, that just hangs it up a little bit. It's not like serious, but it's definitely something that I'm not a big fan of. Now, let's check out this doggone multi-tool. And like I said, I actually like this. I'm actually going to carry this because I was in need of a good multi-tool. And we'll see how this thing does through some use, but I will say it feels very solid. So you can open it up like this. Then you have your pliers and wire cutters. And these are replaceable wire cutters, so you can, 1, take them out and sharpen them, or 2, just replace them. I'm not sure if they sell replacements, but they probably do. Now, let's close this up really quick. It does have a nice stiffness to it, but not too stiff. Like it does feel good. And I'm sure if I oiled it up a little bit, it would be even smoother, but it's smooth though. That's what I'm trying to say. It's got that nice tightness to it while also being smooth, so it's not too crazy. Don't do this to me right now. Now the blades and all the tools lock, so you can pull them all the way out, lock it, and then right there's the lock. You've seen it go up, somewhat of like a crossbar lock. So you just pull that down on both sides. It does have nice texturing, and then here you have a drop point blade with serrations. I'm sure it's just a basic stainless steel, but then you have all these other tools as well. You know, let me close this. Like scissors, and the scissors also lock, which is really cool. They feel like good quality scissors, nice and sharp. They feel nice and tight where you're not going to have to worry about them bending and breaking, you know, at least right away. Then you have these other 2 tools. Then you have these 2 tools right here. Same thing, you know, they lock. Nice little flathead, and you know, a little flathead and a little blade right here, bottle opener. Somewhat of multi-tools, you know, each one of these you can kind of use them for multi-purposes. And then on this side you got your Phillips, which again does lock, which is cool because it actually feels pretty damn solid, you know, much more solid than a lot of other ones feel, at least on mine. Now let's go to this one. What is that? So that's just a little blade, another little blade. Nice sharp sheep's foot. Then we have the file, which is really nice with a little flathead or a little pry bar on it. Then you have, this is for like a lanyard, I think. I think that's what that's for. And then I think that's it. And then that's all the tools. And then you can see right there the spring for the lock. So pretty damn cool. As far as, you know, these are good tools to have. It has a pocket clip, so you can carry it just right in your pocket or in your EDC organizer or in the pouch. Nice spring on that. Yeah, I think that's all the tools. Watch, there's going to be something else I'm missing. What is that? No, I think that's just a stopper. So I just threw some oil in there just to see if it loosens up, because it's not that it's super tight, it's very smooth, but it just felt like if I did, it would get even smoother. And why not, right? You should be taking care of it like that. And yeah, it feels really good. Very easy to get shut. Nobody's gonna have an issue. It feels nice, you know, it feels, you know, very safe. You know, sometimes I always worry about, because I've pinched the heck out of myself with these things in the past. But all in all, everybody kind of needs to have a multi-tool. These things come in, they're so useful. Everybody that has carried them or you know, does carry them knows that, because it's like you run into little tiny things and it's like, man, I need a Phillips, or man, I need a flathead, or man, I need to pick at something or pry at something or whatever. Bam, you got your multi-tool. And you know, it's got a blade in there too that you technically could resharpen. Now, I don't think the steel is going to be super high quality or anything like that, but for, you know, a nice little budget multi-tool, this one's very well built, which is going to be probably the most important part above all, is how well it's built. Next would be the materials, and it's still probably somewhat decent materials considering. But yeah, there you guys go. That is some stuff from FLISSA. So I will try to link things from FLISSA down there if you want to check out what else they have. Work hard, stay tough. Until next time, peace.